The hidden forces behind the upcoming price crash. For years, new pickup truck prices have been climbing to record highs, making it harder for the average buyer to justify spending $50,000, $60,000, or even more on a vehicle that was once considered a workhorse. But now, the tide is finally turning, and prices are on the verge of dropping sharply. The biggest reason is oversupply. Automakers like Ford, Chevy, and Ram overestimated demand when times were good, pushing dealerships to stock up on trucks at a pace far greater than buyers were willing to purchase them. This has left lots filled with unsold inventory, and those trucks are costing dealerships money every single day they sit there. Dealers don't like paying interest on unsold vehicles, and eventually, they are forced to slash prices just to move them off the lot. Another powerful force behind the price drop is rising interest rates. In the past, when financing was cheap, people were willing to stretch their budgets and buy bigger, more expensive trucks. But now that interest rates have skyrocketed, those same trucks can cost hundreds of dollars more per month to finance, pricing out millions of potential buyers. As demand shrinks, manufacturers and dealers are left with no choice but to adjust, sometimes drastically, to keep sales alive. That means discounts, incentives, rebates, and financing deals that haven't been seen in years are about to come roaring back. We also can't ignore the pressure from competition. Every automaker has been racing to release the next best pickup, whether it's traditional gas-powered or the new wave of electric trucks. But the truth is, not all of them are selling well. Electric pickups like the Ford F-150 Lightning and Rivian R1T are facing slow adoption rates, which puts even more pressure on manufacturers to lower prices across the entire truck lineup. The domino effect is simple. If one automaker cuts aggressively, the rest are forced to follow, or they risk losing market share. Put all of these forces together: oversupply, high interest rates, weakening demand, and brutal competition, and it's clear why we're about to see a massive shift. Dealerships simply can't hold onto inventory forever, and automakers can't afford to let trucks sit unsold. That's why the next wave of price drops is shaping up to be unlike anything buyers have seen in over a decade. Which pickup trucks will drop the most in price? Now that we've uncovered the hidden forces pushing prices down, the big question becomes, which trucks are actually going to take the hardest hit? Not every pickup will lose value at the same rate, but some are already showing signs of steep discounts that could save buyers thousands. At the top of the list are the full-size giants, the Ford F-150, Chevrolet Silverado, and Ram 1500. These trucks have long dominated the U.S. market, which means automakers built massive numbers of them in anticipation of continued strong demand. But with dealership lots overflowing, these very same trucks are now sitting unsold, forcing dealers to start cutting prices. For buyers, this is good news. You can expect to see aggressive rebates, dealer incentives, and 0% financing offers on these flagship models in order to move inventory. Then comes the mid-size pickup segment, the Toyota Tacoma, Ford Ranger, and Nissan Frontier. The Tacoma has historically held its value better than most trucks, but even Toyota is feeling the pressure of shifting market dynamics. With new competition entering the mid-size market, like the next-gen Ford Ranger and Chevy Colorado, dealers are beginning to sweeten the deal on Tacomas just to keep them moving. The Nissan Frontier, which already struggles with slower sales, could be one of the most heavily discounted trucks in this class. Buyers who have been waiting for a mid-size truck at a bargain price are about to get their chance. Another group about to suffer major depreciation are the luxury and premium trims. Trucks like the GMC Sierra Denali, Ram 1500 Limited, and Ford Platinum Editions are priced at levels that rival luxury cars, sometimes reaching well into the $70,000 to $90,000 range. With affordability shrinking, demand for these status symbol pickups has cooled dramatically. Because fewer buyers are willing to pay such inflated prices, dealerships are under pressure to mark them down just to get them off the lot. Expect some of the steepest price drops in this category, where $10,000 to $15,000 discounts could become the norm. And finally, perhaps the most dramatic declines may come from electric pickups. Models like the Ford F-150 Lightning, Rivian R1T, and even Tesla's upcoming Cybertruck are entering a highly competitive space at the exact moment demand for EVs is starting to soften. With high sticker prices, limited charging infrastructure in many regions, and consumer hesitation around long-term value, electric truck makers are being forced into a price war. Ford has already slashed Lightning prices by several $1,000s, and other EV truck manufacturers will likely follow. This puts enormous downward pressure on the entire pickup segment. Put simply, the trucks that were once untouchable, full-size icons, mid-size workhorses, luxury trims, and electric newcomers, are all now vulnerable to the wave of price cuts. And for buyers, that means the opportunity to finally get behind the wheel of a truck that may have seemed out of reach just a year ago. So here's the bottom line. The days of sky-high pickup truck prices are finally coming to an end. And if you've been holding off on buying, your patience is about to pay off. With oversupply, shrinking demand, and brutal competition, dealerships have no choice but to cut prices, sometimes deeper than we've seen in over a decade. Whether you're eyeing a full-size F-150, a mid-size Tacoma, a luxury Sierra Denali, or even one of the new electric pickups, the coming months could be the golden opportunity to snag a deal. But timing is everything, and making the right move could save you thousands. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth car market updates, and turn on the bell so you don't miss when we cover exactly when and where the biggest discounts hit first. Until then, keep your wallet ready, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next video.